welcome back to Geek's Bathhouse. Sorry, it's been a little while, had some things going on, but we are back and making some Minecraft soap today. As you can see, I have added my hot lye water to my hard oils here. I'm just getting these melted down, ready to go. We're going to be making some Minecraft dirt cubes today. I have a couple of different cube-shaped silicone molds we're going to use. Going to be using a grass piping tip to pipe some grass on top. I think they're going to be really cute. Hopefully they'll turn out. I'm trying a different recipe today. I have been doing some research on different recipes, going palm-free, going vegan, different stuff like that. So today we're trying out a palm-free recipe that's using lard in place of the palm. So obviously we're not vegan with this one, but that is okay. I'm gonna just use my stick blender here to mix up these last few chunks. Then we'll add in the liquid oils. I've never used lard in a recipe before, but from everything I've read, it makes a pretty good swap for palm. So we'll see. I've read a lot of really good reviews about lard recipes. A lot of people really rave about it. They say it makes great bubbles, great soap. So we're gonna try it out today and see what happens. In my liquid oils, I had all my additives in there. Some kale and clay, goat milk powder, colloidal oatmeal, all going in there. Extra additives to make the soap nice and luxurious. I also have to the side some cream we're gonna add in momentarily. There we go. My heavy whipping cream just adds some extra fats to the soap, makes it nice on the skin. Scrape all that out. Usually I add cream as a substitute for some of the water in my recipe, so I'm not adding extra liquid. I calculate and add my heavy cream at about 5%. You can do your own research and figure out, experiment and try what works best for you. Give this another quick blend. Alright, we are soaping with a bit of a water discount today. 2-to-1 water ratio, water to lye ratio. And I've also added sodium lactate because I removed the palm and I didn't put any cocoa butter or anything like that. This recipe is kind of soft, so I'm anticipating it's going to take a little while to get it out of the mold, which is why the sodium lactate is in there. That'll kind of help with that. For our colors today, we're going to be using this pine mica from BeScented. I also have a dark chocolate mica from BeScented, as well as this pear green mica from Micas and More. And this mica, if you'll remember from the lembas bread video, if you watched that one, it kind of morphs and then morphs back. So it's going to look kind of gross, and then it'll come back and be that nice green color. I also have some titanium dioxide here on the side to mix with this chocolate color so that we can get multiple shades of brown. Gonna go in now with the fragrance oil. I am using a fragrance called Green Clover Aloe. It's a lovely fresh springtime fragrance. I actually wanted to use a fragrance called Tall Grass, but I'm apparently out of that one. This fragrance comes from a supplier that is unfortunately no longer in business, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for another supplier that carries the Green Clover and Aloe and try it out, because I really like this one. I thought clover, grass, block, sounds like that'll work since we don't have an actual grass scent today. This will make a good substitute. So I have several small containers we're going to use for our colors because I want to do a couple of shades of brown and green, because in Minecraft everything is kind of pixelated and you have lots of different shades going on in the blocks. So we're going to need more browns than greens. But I am going to pipe on the top so that we actually have grass piping. So we'll still need a good bit of green for the piping. I am just kind of winging it here, thinking let's go for 3 shades of brown and the 2 shades of green. How about that? So we'll do one with just this dark chocolate as it is. I'm afraid, actually I don't know if I want to do that. I'm thinking about it because I'm thinking about the Minecraft blocks themselves, and they actually don't have a lot of really dark brown. They're kind of more mid-range brown. Can't really tell comparison. I think those are about equal. Let me just, we'll make this one a little bit less, and we'll use it for the darkest brown. And then these two will add titanium dioxide to. If I can get this mica open. That's one thing, I love jar micas. I hate micas in bags. They're so much easier to work with when they're in the jars. But I understand from a cost perspective, that's not always the easiest. Oh, this chocolate brown is perfectly named. This soap looks like edible batter. Look at that. That looks like chocolatey batter that I want to eat right there. This is what we got, so this is what we're going with. And I don't really think, I can't think of a way to really get sort of like that pixelated look, so I think I'm just gonna kind of in the pot swirl it and hope for the best. Hopefully the swirls, see, because with this we're not cutting it. It's going to be whatever's on the side is what the soap is going to be. So I want the swirl to show up on the sides. Now actually this is thick enough. I could sort of pile it in like you do camo soaps. And that might, you know what, I think we will. I think we'll plop it in as if it was a camo soap. That's going to be a little bit tedious in these tiny squares, but I think it'll give us the best look. And then I might just go in with my popsicle stick a little bit. Well, that has green on it, but it will. Alright, we're going to try that, see what happens. So that means just plop little bits in. I'm gonna fill up this whole square mold first and then go back and work on the blue square mold, because this yellow one actually has completely flat bottoms, whereas this one has like a kind of a curve to the bottom, so I don't quite like it as much for what I'm doing. This, I think this will give me the best look, but this is also going to be very tedious. Let me see if I can just... I brought you around to the other side so that I could, hopefully you could get a little bit of a better angle, if I can keep my hands out of the way, on kind of how I'm pouring this. That I need to leave space for the grass on the top. I was just going crazy with my dirt here and forgot that, hello, we got to get grass in there. So scoop some of that out. We'll try to clean up these sides a little bit. Alright, got you back over on the far side for the last of this. Kind of mix our browns. And we'll just pour the rest of these cubes. Gonna get the rest of this green into my piping bag and I'll be right back. We've got everything cleaned up a little bit, got our piping ready to go. We're going to be using a Wilton 233 grass tip. It's just got all the little pokies that makes grass. And when you use this tip, you just kind of squeeze and pull straight up and it makes little grass. So I'm just gonna do little bits of grass all across the tops of these. Turn them into little grass blocks. Thought this was a fun spring sort of soap idea, even though across most of the country right now it is snowing and not very spring-like. There they are, our beautiful little Minecraft dirt grass blocks. I am going to leave these to sit. Actually, I'm going to spray them real quick with some 99% rubbing alcohol. And then I will leave these to set up and I will bring you guys back when we are ready to unmold. Alright, we're back and ready to unmold our dirt blocks. I have actually already unmolded the yellow ones and I will show you those in just a minute. I, of course, as you guys know, always get super impatient. And these cube molds are actually pretty difficult to unmold because I can get the sides pulled off, but the middle parts where they're still connected, it's a little more difficult. So I'm just kind of had to, on the yellow one, I just kind of gave pressure from the bottom and out it comes. There's still a little bit, oh yeah, this is still quite sticky, that bottom pressure. I messed this one up, see there? That's one thing about silicone molds in general. You don't get a lot of airflow, you know, inside the silicone. You don't get any airflow inside the silicone really. So they take a long time sometimes to really sort of dry enough to come out. I'm going to try to be more gentle. These I'm not actually as concerned about the very bottom, because if you remember this mold, see how it has that indentation, like it's probably easier to see on the mold itself. There you go, how it's not completely square on the bottom. I'm actually going to use my cutter here in a minute and cut the bottoms of these so that they are perfectly square. So we'll cut off that bent part. Look how cute they came out. These, the tops with the green on these came out better than the yellow mold. If you remember the yellow mold, I kind of messed up, forgot that I had to add the green, and so I had to scoop out the brown, and it was still a lot of brown on the sides. So there we go. There are those, and for comparison, I'll bring in, these are the ones from the yellow mold, completely undone, and these are a little bit harder because they've been out of that yellow mold for a while, but see what I mean, how the brown is all the way up there. I'm gonna have to do some cutting to try to fix that, because ideally they would look, where was it, more like this one, like an actual Minecraft dirt block. So just real quick, I'm gonna, here, we'll take this one that I damaged pretty badly, and just kind of cut the bottom of that off. So that we have a nice square bottom. And there we go. Minecraft dirt blocks. Thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate all the support. If you're continuing to enjoy the videos, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends, leave me suggestions in the comments below if you have a geeky, soapy bath and body idea that you want me to try out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.